Oh, this is good quartz, man. I'm gonna need a lot more of that.
The quartz scepters that Lysril is about to share with the other races might be powerful, but they don't vibrate with as much energy as the medallion worn by Jarek.
I expected a war or an economic alliance, but not that.
Yep, looks like you're gonna have to get a new job.
Why has Lysril asked the other races to bring the goblins back to her, alive?
You know something? I really don't give a shit. Tell you what, while you consider your career options, I'm gonna take a look around those mines. I got to get my hands on some of that pure quartz. And you better be here when I get back. Don't forget, you owe me.
Different kinds of quartz. The quartz in Lysril demonstration is a kind of receptacle, briefly charged with energy. The one Jarek had was like the very essence of that energy. Let's call it pure quartz. It's that pure quartz I need. Jarek seems certain that the quartz comes from these mines. Just gotta find it. Anyways, I can't turn back now. Gotta keep moving. Wow, that goblin impaled himself almost without flinching. His face was twisted in a grimace of pain. I'm playing with fire here, but they're the ones who are gonna get burned.
I never been a big fan of plants. Well, at least not all of them. The ones that spit acid in your face, not so much. But the ones that take you higher, well, that's another story.
That scratching reminds me of something.
Robies. Why did it have to be Robies? It's like being Akanash.
At the slightest sound, these bastards flock like flies to a festering wound.
This moss looks as smooth and fluffy as a rug. Now that's what I call a cave. If I was a masked Avenger, that's where I'd be keeping my shit. Need someone to get rid of the bats, though. Maybe a butler. Or Heledrin. These Robies are mining ore. I never seen that before. It's like they've been domesticated. Fido with a crunchy shell. Hell, why not? Still no sign of any quartz. Well, there's no way I'm giving up now. Science, Rakash. Elven construction right in the heart of the mountain. I saw Robies harvesting ore. There's gotta be a link here somewhere. A flying cockroach that squirts acid out of its ass. Reminds me of my first date. It doesn't look quite as blind as the Robies. Better be careful. Elves? Looks like cave exploration time is over. This place must be used as a refinery to process the ore harvested by the Robies. If there's quartz around here, it has to be somewhere behind these walls. That really does add luck. crowd cheers the fighters. The two bravest warriors are selected and come into the place. The crowd cheers the fighters. All this shit reminds me of that big ceremony those fighting degenerates had. There must be a connection. Gotta try to remember the events. The two brave warriors face each other. The loser sacrifices himself, but his body is dragged away from the ultimate honor. The leader of the blind gives the final reward to the winner, so the glorious blood is shed. The one that reigns over the dark elves and enlightens them congratulates the winner. The leader of the blind gives the final reward to the winner, so the glorious blood is shed. The one that reigns over the dark elves and enlightens them congratulates the winner. What a blade. So sharp. Instead of collecting new troubles, I should be collecting new daggers.
Did you feel the dream of the young priestess last night?
No, Honorable Castaseel, I have not yet received the apple. He who stands before you feels exclusion. Tell me, what did you feel?
She dreamt of a room near here, which contains a precious thing.
What is this treasure?
Something long and thin. In her dream, she used it to extract blasphemers' eyes. The room is supposed to be 2 floors below us. Her dream was so real. Yet we have searched for it in vain.
Shit, it's locked from the inside. I have to find another way in. I got it. These elves are all fucking crazy, but it don't look to be an ancestor. I thought only dwarves were this deep. Looks like those elves can dig pretty good too.